Okay, we're live. This is an early morning stream because my sleep schedule is fucked up. I'm very tired. We're going to be playing Amnesia Hard Mode because I love Amnesia to death. And I'm super excited to see how much this hard mode's going to fuck me over. Let's go! Loading screens. Loading screens. Loading screens. Loading screens.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
See, I remember a good portion of the lore, but I don't remember like the game itself, like the map, layouts, where fucking the monsters are and all that shit. So this should be quite fun to watch. Leading from the head a little bit. Probably not gonna have any viewers on this stream since I'm doing it so early in the morning, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep talking like there is. Oh no. There's no tinderbox here like there usually is. I remember that because I played the demo 100 times before I got the actual game. Back when I was a youngster boy. I mean like youngin'. I was like 12 when I first started playing the demo for this fucking game. Also, my wife is watching anime in the background. Oh, spooky wind blowing inside a shitty old castle. Who the fuck it? The sun is shining through the window on my door, like right under my monitor, so I can see how roady it is. I spit too much when I speak. Need to get the chair so I can come out here and... Smash! Skadoosh! I remember the early game very well because of the how many times I played this free demo as a youngster, as a wee baby. A wee bab. Wee bab. I'm very tired. Oh, Daniel's going down for a nap. Good. Standing back up. Alright. Where's my sanity at? Wait, what was that about? What was saving blipped in? Oh, fuck me, really? On a hard mode, I have to sacrifice tinderboxes to save? I have to have at least 4 to save? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone please tell me it at least still auto-saves, cause shit. Holy crap. I walk in here and then wind blows, right? Spooky, yay! Oh yeah. There's a new Amnesia coming out in August, if you didn't know. Amnesia. Fuck, what was the title of the new one? I'm too tired, I can't remember. fuck? That. I remember what the title of the new Amnesia was gonna be. Shit. I'm sorry. I love you, baby. She showed it to me, and I kind of glossed it when she showed it to me because I thought it was just like a mod that someone made a trailer for. That was a thing back in the old days of Amnesia custom stories being shit out by every semi-confident game developer. And then I watched the full trailer later and got all excited, and she got upset. Got my name, bitch. Can you take that shit from me with an earthquake? Fuck you! How much oil do I still? Oh, this is the fucking tiny Tim of a blip. No, it's not that small, but it's pretty small. Ooh, I am very tired. Oh no, I'm going backwards. Dicks. There we go, on the right track. If I happen to miss a note, I will try to fill you guys in on lore that as we go. Because the story is a very important part of Amnesia, as you might know. So let's go. There's our first note.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel.
Not afraid.
I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him.
That's almost a title
Your
drop.
former self, Daniel.
I just got ordered by my past self to take a dark descent. And see what I did, see what I did. In the castle. To find Alexander and kill him because Alexander does some fucked up shit. Yay. Woo! The door slammed shut behind him. He knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. What? What does that mean? What do you talk about, Daniel? I don't know what to talk about. Oh shit. Woo!
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Okay. You're fucking crazy, Alexander, but that's probably more because you're not human. rather than just being straight bonkers. Smash! I got that smash! I'm smashing pots. Upstairs, downstairs. Which way to go? I think we're supposed to go down first. Wine cellar. Will not open the key. Memento. Find key for the wine cellar. Yee. Laboratory. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick into his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear that she too would be punished. I assume those are both castle servants going through that because Alexander's a shithole. Ooh, a cave-in covered in spider webs. Spooky.
What is this place?
Nope. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from our most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Chemical ingredients have been moved to the wine cellar. Woohoo! Isn't that phantasmical for me? I want a monster. I'm gonna have to deal with you later, but not right now.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
I picked up a chemistry pot. Early alchemy experiment because Alexander's an alchemist. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. Vitae, if you don't know what that is from the lore, vitae is the key to immortal life, and it is a substance that can only be obtained by bringing humans to their absolute pinpoint of pain and suffering. And he's trying to make fake vitae to make it easier. And instead of making vitae, all he made was acid. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I found myself doing terrible things, take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of it, for better than the others, blah, 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 blah. Moving on. I gotta go find the key to the wine cellar. Doodly. Traveling to Doberman, going through Canterbury, he made sure to pay a visit to his to go with the American family. Okay, boss. Whatever you say, boss. Somebody need help upstairs? Somebody need help, friend? Somebody need help from Daniel? We got 2 more ways to go. Oh, that was blocked off. Never mind. I'm very tired. Into the archives. Here we go. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee. Once again, I'm very tired. So let's drink some caffeine. Caffeine is good. Especially when you're super tired and sleep deprived.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk.
How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Fuck dokey. Daniel was archaeologist, working for his good friend and I believe personal idol, Professor Herbert. If I remember correctly, he had a very high opinion of Professor Herbert. Professor Herbert. And I'm not talking to I'll smack you around the penis. Not that Herbert. Professor Herbert. Going back to the topic of the new amnesia, there is actually something unique about that amnesia. It'll be the first time that the main amnesia campaign, I'm not counting Justine because that's a side campaign, it'll be the first time that the main amnesia protagonist is a female.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps.
Okay.
The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
He got super duper stuck in that there tomb they was investigating. Which I don't know about you, but if I'm out in the desert looking for tombs and I find shit that looks much older than what I was looking for, and what I was looking for was expected to be 4th century, and these weird looking ancient statues have for some reason a familiar cling to them, to my body, I'm getting the fuck out. Because that's how he describes the tomb, is that it's much older than the 4th century tomb they were looking for, and that the statues had a pull of familiarity on them to him. I'm just saying, if I ran under those fucking circumstances, I'd be fucking out. Real quick, I'm gonna Google. Googling what it's called. Amnesia Rebirth. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. And, it's the first time we'll be playing as a chick in the main campaign, because obviously in this one we have Daniel, and in Machine for Pigs, we have Mendes. Some people might argue for Justine, but that was a side campaign, and Justine's is a bitch to complete. Mostly because I'm not good enough to avoid death. Because in Justine's, if you die, it's all the way back to square one, which is bullshit. Hi, Brute. Hi, sword hand friend. You there, buddy? Or are you just trying to spook me by saying hi? Woo! What was that? Oh, Haven. Can't go back. That was really loud. Do. Check the drawers. A-doo-dee-doo-doo. Oh! I double-clicked through that note on accident, and I'm now tripping balls.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
So I get suddenly sealed off
It was
in this tube,
waiting for
and I
me.
just decided it's a good
Enclosed in
idea
dark
to go
nothingness,
to a
I
glowing
felt myself
blue ball.
drawn to the mystic light.
Daniel, you're not very
I
smart.
reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me
people
away,
theorize that this
unlocking
blue orb-
alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and
Some people
impossible
theorize
geometry.
That it is
The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
I'm back from... Okay, so I didn't double click then, like I thought, they just ran through it there in the cutscene. Just making sure. I need to get some, like, sanity potions or complete some puzzles or some shit, because my sanity is straight down the shitter right now.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Fortifying a castle. A castle. A castle. Who the fuck's playing piano? A bitch! Yeah, that's how you badass.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
A smoosh. A smeesh. Just... Altstadt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region which rich with lore is Altstadt, deep in the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding Hamlet and its neighbor castle, Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains of the lake, Just down tell some here. Start 30 Years War. Henrik Cornelius Agrippa, who is an actual historical alchemist, by the way. Dismiss the notion. Okay, yeah, people just think, they keep naming their sons Alexander. No, it's the one dude, because he's been using Vitae to become immortale. Regarding closing the line, ominous fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping one fly on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow my trail to Brandenburg. We'll lock Wilhelm with his men up to avoid further investigation with the public. The wine cellar will never be so long until the matter has been handled. And either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. You here, bro? Was that just a fake out, bro? Bro? Okay, yeah, that was just a fake out. What did I get? Wine cellar key? Yeah. Okay. Woohoo! It's time to get gone, son! I don't know how to get gone. I'm lost. Hey, friend! Oh, hello! Okay, he's coming. I think. Yeah, he's got it. Woo, and back to the entrance hall we go! I'm very tired. The stone slab looks like a safety measure wasn't meant to be moved again. It's almost like it's almost like you weren't supposed to go in that place, Daniel. Ain't that some food for fucking thought? I'm very tired. Woohoo! Okay. That's the laboratory. I need to go to the wine cellar. Wine cellar key. Oh, let's have key some wine. The desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless. But in camp, the hills moved. Yep, and that's what makes getting lost in the desert really fucking easy. Okay. All the sand dunes look the same and they move. And they'll cover stuff up when they move, so there's basically no landmarks in the desert.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
You guys have annoying voices.
Someone's coming.
And I'd be willing to bet he died. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, I got conked on the head by a barrel. Barrel. Fucking barrel. No wonder PewDiePie doesn't like heat. Well, old PewDiePie. Ugh. Now's the night drinking caffeine when you're super fucking tired. Woo! Okay, I got calamine. Whatever the fuck that is. Anybody know what the fuck calamine is? Cause I don't. Man, you're strong, Daniel. You can just pull shit. These giant support beams out of the way, like. Rah! Giant rock, no problem. Support beam, no problem. Daniel is man of muscle. Actually, he's British, so we'll be like, beep beep, cheerio, Governor. Straight away. This is my stream. I can have as much racial humor as I want. I got Coop right. Oh my god, all the barrels. Fuck you, barrels. Fuck you, barrels. Fuck you, barrels. Ah, there's even more barrels. Yeah. Fuck you, barrels. Fuck you, somebody on Twitch. Fuck you, barrels. Fuck you, barrels. Barrels. So I got Coop right. That was one that I remember being mentioned by Alexander in that little voiceover flashback, whatever the fuck those are. Wine stash. Oh no no! I have found a bottle of wine. Pepe le pew. Tell me what. I'm just tired of having. Who's throwing rocks down here? Who do you think you are, bitch? Disrespectful ass. Smash. Smashing all the booze. Smashing all the booze. I'm not done, I'm fine. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Smashing all the wine bottles. Oh, Pepe le pew, wine. Well, I always thought my French accent sounds like it's Pepe le pew. Or Super Smash. Hold on. What we got? There's nothing over here. Great. Phantasmical. Smash! Shut up, Slender Spies, Raffle Group. I don't care right now. Oh, that's somebody getting fucking murderized. Right, fuck you, barrels. Get out of here. Fuck you, he doesn't use the joke anymore. Stupid barrels. Fuck wine. I've never had wine, but they fucking put a little smack on the bottle.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of jail alive.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Well, Wilhelm knew the jig was up. His men didn't accept it so much, though I wonder what he could have put in that wine to make them feel like their chest was going to explode. And judging by all this goopy meat all over the place, it might have actually done so. My name was Wilhelm, House of Gerrick. My confession attempts me 2 years ago. I was summoned to Castle Man. Most serious. Knight of the Order. That's what that eagle on with the crown that pops up in a bunch that you see me look at, a bunch of amnesia custom stories. That's what that symbol is. It's the symbol of the Order. What the fuck? Aquavisia. Alexander, what the fuck did you put in their wine that made their bones go all AWOL? forced from their bodies. Okay, I believe that's all of them. Yeah, so we go back out the wine cellar into the laboratory. What am I even making this acid for? Oh yeah, it's down the main stairs that I skipped over. There's a wall of pink ooze like this shit. Ow! The cloth smelt of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. Okie dokie. Time to go do some alchemy. Time for a science experiment. Let's see what we got. Okay. We got the calamite. We're gonna like this there. We got the cooperite. We got the oxygen. We gotta turn on the boilers, get them nice and boiling. Put the chemistry pot down there. Open up the valve. I made a nice green pot of acid. Go dump this on down on his luck comedian and turn him into the Joker. My jokes are on point, even when I am tired. Because I am smart and comedic genius. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, Salvo finally reached the first measures of Gibraltar, having reached British territories and remaining as that's attention, but you're headed for London. Woohoo! Woohoo! Tubers. Seriously, what else could that fucking shit be? I mean, look at it. These tumors. I mean, tumors. Okie dokie broski. Here's the giant pink wall of shoes. And we go up. Whoop. I get to keep my bucket. That bucket. Dear God. There's more. No. Soldier is funny. It became impossible to avoid the commercialist respect for his attention as he overshadowed his French soldiers opened fire and the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silence and a haze of gunfire. Kill! People getting murdered. Kill.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason for the darkness?
I'm gonna turn up my brightness for now because I'm out of oil and this is like the darkest room in the game. So we're just gonna clunky.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Nope, he's still in play. High grunt. Fucking go away. Go away, you slack-jawed son of a bitch. Go away. Nobody likes you. Jesus Christ, I barely caught a pixel of his ass and he whipped around on a dime. Oh, they really upped the observatory skills of the monsters. Shit. You don't see shit, buddy. You don't see shit. Ooh. Fuck it, you see that? I barely catch a glimpse. instead. Never gonna find out if there was an autosave. Ah, fuck! Doesn't even move me back to the beginning of the game. It boots me to the fucking... Ooh! Okay. That's enough of that. Oh, God. But you know what? You know what? You know what? If we're gonna play a game where I can't fucking save, we might as go balls to the fucking wall and play goddamn Justine.
I wouldn't play Justine just because of the suitors.
Yeah, they're fucking creepy.
I don't like that they can talk. Them talking makes it
No,
worse.
fucking, I gotta add the fucking game capture to the fucking thing and then format it. Hang on one damn second, everybody. Oh, hi, Dustbringer. Can you do the Organization 13 Demix voice? Dance, water, dance! Anyone who's played Kingdom Hearts 2 now wants to shoot Demix in the face. Again. Okay, good of you to come. This time it will be a trial of character. Bear in meth. Bear in meth. Bear in mind, death is final.
Bear and meth? Jeez, I want to know what game you're playing. Bears and meth? Such a
I mean, there was that Russian bear that,
blast. Snorted a whole barrel of cocaine.
yeah, found that huge stockpile. We're gonna turn my brightness back down to normal because
Can you explain the whole story? So it's a big bear from Russia.
yeah, this big Russian bear found the Russian drug dealer's stockpile of cocaine and consumed all like 150, 120 or so pounds of that cocaine. It died like 5 minutes later, but there was probably a 10-minute or so window where that thing was the most dangerous animal on the fucking planet. Fun how he did not do much on KH3. Yeah, but there's people theorize that he might have some play in the future. He might be like the Master or some shit. Okay, start new game with Justine. Let's go. I'm gonna beat it this time. I've only played this like 4 times before, and I always die in the exact same fucking spot. But I'm gonna do it this time. Once again, I say I'm very tired. I have been awake for a very long time. Oh, I'm gonna goddamn bust that way. My favorite member of the Organization 13 is Luxor. Where'd I go? Okay, so yeah, there's our first suitor. He walks away. I'm stuck.
Bienvenue. You are now listening to the sound of my disembodied voice. It will serve you no purpose to look for me, for this is a voice from the past. I bid you welcome to my cabinet of perturbation. It is
What the
my
fuck is
study of the human
perturbation?
psyche, specifically yours. A set of recordings have been prepared to chaperone you through the chambers ahead. There are a few parts to this study, and it is up to you, not only to pass, but to figure out what elements are important. Please go on. Move into the next chamber. Just remember, they can all be saved. There is always a way.
Cabinet of Perturbation, which perturbation means anxiety or a deviation of system, moving object, or process from its normal state. I'm assuming she's going with the anxiety definition. So let's go. Let's play Justine's fucking game. At least I think it's Justine. I've never played all the way through the story, and I've never watched it because my pride won't allow it. Doodly doodly. Hi, buddy. That's your friend. You're not a problem yet, so I'm not scared to see you pop up, because I remember when you actually become a problem. So as of right now, when you're not a problem, you can go fuck yourself. You fucking bitch. Now I may, when I get to puzzles I haven't beaten yet, resort to a walkthrough, just because if failing puzzles in this game can result with people getting murdered. And I don't want to kill anybody. So that's not going to happen. So there's... If you guys want to read this yourself, you can pause the reading, because I'm not going to read every single note out loud. Ooh! Ooh, hi, friend! You showed up sooner than I remember. Everything will be fine. Just look at the wall, and everything will be fine. Look at the wall, and everything will be fine. Look at the wall, and everything will be fine. Where did you go? Come back! You shut the fuck up and stop talking, monster! They freak me out. You know they're not even supposed to know what the water like the other monsters are? They move just as fucking fast. By the way, Dustbringer, I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned this, there's going to be an Amnesia 3, Amnesia Rebirth. And it looks like it's going to be very good, so I am excited. Go the fuck away! Stop fucking talking and leave! Christ! The music went back to normal. I'm assuming that means he left and I'm free to go. Yep, he left. Okay, good. Good fucking riddance, you little bitch. Tiny bottle. Woo! That violin. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just very tired.
Whoever you are, if you could help me, I would be much obliged.
Now, there is no way to save him, but I happen to know just from experience that there do be a way to get out of this room without murdering him. Which is what we're gonna do, because I'm not a murderer. I am a good person. So don't...
Can you hear me? It's not too late to set things right.
Hang on, bro. I'm working on getting out of here without murdering you. And there we go. Mr. Man is still breathing. We made it through that room without killing somebody. God, I don't like the fact that they always have him go off like that in this crawl space, because it makes me think he's in the crawl space with me, but I know he can't do that because amnesia monsters can't keep in crawl spaces. That doesn't mean it doesn't freak me the fuck out. Because the suitors are goddamn freaks. Oh yeah, another one of these. I get to hear Justine's bitchy voice. Oh, there's no cylinder in it. Never mind. Woo! blocks. We're gonna click this door. Yeah. A booze bottle, I think. Oh, they're French. Mademoiselle Justine Flaubert, who is, according to rumors, romantically involved with Monsieur de Vigny. I think is how you would pronounce that in a French accent. And two of her friends, Basil Guiraud and Aloise Ressian, carry him off stage. If I remember correctly, these are the three poor saps that got turned into the suitors. Woo, that is a nasty fate. I'd also like to point out she didn't even have the courtesy to leave their nubs.
Congratulations
Yeah, the Justine
for
monsters,
coming
the
this
suitors
far.
have no penises.
I'm so excited for you. I do hope you managed to save Monsieur Fournier. He was a friend and a colleague of my papa, you know. Friendly fellow, a real bon garçon, but frail of mind. He puts up an impressive front, but it is all an act, I assure you. Please, go on. We are just getting started.
You're a bitch. To the library. The basement had been extended well beyond the manager's resolution. Justine was not to enter without permission, but now there was no one left to ask. If I remember correctly from the bit of the story, I do know I am Justine, and so is that voice on the phonograph. I set this up to test myself.
On this next piece, you should be looking for some divine inspiration. Time to delve into your spiritual side. What do you see? Is the man begging for mercy, or is he being blessed? Perhaps both. Father used to say there were no right answers. Have the light guide you.
Whatever you say, crazy broad. Smash. 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 I got a slide. And tinderboxes, which are apparently more valuable than gold in the main Amnesia campaign's new hard mode. Pick up slide 1. Results. This is a short one, so I'm actually going to read this one. The test's been going well. The long term, in the sense, most long term, and in a sense, the most promising one is the light box. Having Justine choose a slide, essentially a mood for every day, is a great way to see the overall development of her mind. She definitely reads things into the slides I had not foreseen. Her remarkable imagination turns the characters into just about anything. She is effortlessly able to reduce all her experiences into one of the 4 character slides. Using the puzzle lock has proven more difficult as she tends to always choose 2 slides with characters facing the same way. I've asked her why, but she doesn't seem to fully understand what I'm asking. So Justine is rich girl. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Dear Mademoiselle Flaubert, sorry to hear about your daughter Justine's unruly behavior. Because this is your mom. Yeah, it's been suggested that I don't do motives. Passes to Algeria. Hey, that's where Daniel was when he got fucked over. Frenchman agrees standing good. Yours sincerely, Herbert. Oh, it's Professor Herbert, the guy that works with Daniel, so they are connected. I must have missed that note before because I didn't know that. I hate these handcuff statues. Fucking creepy. That's Justine's mom. That's Justine's papa. And that's Justine herself. Let's get that fucking slide. I have 1, 2, 4.
Who are you? Who's there? You'll burn for this. You'll burn for this.
Okay. So So I assume I have to choose the right two slides and stick them in there and pull the lever. That's what I remember. But I don't remember what two slides are right. I assume that letter that said two facing the same direction was a hint. See a doorway under there. Oh, I got slide. I got slide. I got slide. I guess you could say I'm real slide. Yeah. 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 Okay, so we got a dude T-posing. As for slide 1. What's slide 2? Slide 2 is a guy getting the stabby. He's getting on his stab game. This dude's either praying or begging for his life. This must be what she was talking about before. On slide number 3. And this dude's either very proud or presenting himself. Stop bashing on that door back there. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 both face the same direction. But I feel like that's not the only thing. I feel like I'm missing a note. I feel like there's more to this puddle that I'm missing. Nothing in here. What's the point of giving me the lantern so early on if you're not gonna give me any fucking oil? Cax. They kind of skimmed that note about the unruly behavior, so. I was Monsieur, not Mademoiselle, so it's to my dad. Nope. Oh, there's nothing here. This is Justine rating. Today I played outside with Clarice. We saw a bird. Today I was the one with open arms. The man standing to the right. Today I was the right one. Never picked the one with the sword. Okay, so she never picks one with the sword, but she always picks two that face the same direction. So I think dude with the sword is number 3, right? No, is it number 4? Which one is Stabby? Number 2 is Stabby. So I think 3 and 4 are correct? need to make sure they're facing the same direction. Kneeling. Yeah,
Sick. Twisted child. Have mercy.
I got it wrong and I hurt him. But it looks like it didn't kill
Our
him.
Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
I thought that was right, because it's two that face the same direction, and she never picks the one with the sword. Oh, God, here we go. Justine. Alrighty. I was correct, I just put them in the wrong order.
Thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven.
It's 4 in the top and 3 in the bottom, right?
The king, look out for Justine. That secret, she may still be close.
Yay! And then that door behind the bookshelf that I saw earlier should be moved. I am fucking smart. Crankety wank.
I wonder, is Father David with his God now? Maybe you helped him there. Don't you worry. I'm sure he didn't have a family. He probably wasn't even all that well liked. With the current political climate, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed him already. We can't all be saved. Some don't
The
even want to
political
be
climate
saved.
is hostile now,
Yes.
Ben.
That is a comforting thought. Saves us some trying.
Shut the fuck up, Justine. You fucking bitch. Ooh, shit! Just sit and look in the corner. Just sit and look in the corner. Pray to God you don't get seen. Shut the fuck up. Fucking monsters keep talking to me. Nobody likes you. Okay, he's gone. I think. He's not gone. Please go away. Ooh, motherfucker, that's really close. Okay, I'm running for it. Turn down the door. Made it. Because we were not first in the world about playing the character. But we okay. Here. Ooh, Jesus Christ, I am very tired.
I'm sure you have figured out how it all works by now. Are you enjoying my quips? I think they are quite clever.
Shove it up your ass, Justine.
Not that I was ever much of a conversationalist. Poetry has always been my forte.
Oh, you're one of
But
them
I
snobs.
digress. You should press on. It will all be over soon. Also, the police are here. Maybe they can help you.
I doubt that's true. Oh, fuck. Water. I don't remember if there's water. This is where I always die, is this part. I always die trying to get through this area. Fucking Christ. I ever mentioned how much water and amnesia gives me anxiety? I gotta leave her. Gotta leave her. Let's just tunk. Tangy. Oh, damn it, why? I haven't seen the monster, which is a goodish sign. save him. Gotta save him, motherfucker.
Inspector Moreau, are you still with us? I'm looking forward to see if you managed to save him or not. I know very little about him, but surely he had a family, don't you think? Poor fatherless children. But he falls on his own sword. His kind is not meant to come for people like me. Laws are made for cretins.
Bitch.
The aristocracy doesn't need to know right from wrong. We are always right.
Mega conceited bitch. Okay, various holes in the ground, lots of graves. Home cemetery, I guess?
Well done. You have triumphed, conquered my cabinet. I wish I could tell you how you did, but alas, this is a recording. You will have to figure it out all by yourself. Did anyone survive? The doctor? The priest? Or perhaps the policeman? Who was allowed to live?
All of them?
You should really reflect on these past events and consider what they meant to you. What you have learned about your true nature. Father never knew me. He thought he did, but then he was frightened. And nothing was ever the same again. I can still see him, lying there on the floor. He looked so surprised. The star-shaped soapstone stained by his blood fell to the floor with a sonorous thud. Blame me not, for I was but a child. With careful ambition, I dare to smile. Rest in peace, Papa.
Okay, so Justine's been a crazy bitch since she was a kid. What will that perfect sphere bring? We must hurry, it's not too late. It will be the end of everything. Stay alive. The tattered yellow king shall dethrone. Suffer the trial. Spin the wheels, crank the engine. Unsettling. But beyond it comes. Beyond what comes. This shaman closing. Pipers will call to dance, stay alive.
And so it comes to an end. Now that you have seen what you truly are, you are able to go on and face eternity without fear,
Oh, shit.
without doubt.
What the hell is that? Is that a dude that you stuck into a photograph? Oh shit, the walls are closing in. What the hell do I do? What do I do? Well, they're not supposed to be able to do anything. They're gonna spawn me somewhere else.
This was the best one yet. So elaborate. It's just too much. Enough of this. Get up, Justine.
Well done, child. God be praised. You have saved us time. Open the door.
It's all right. No one will be coming through that door. It's locked and bolted. I really should keep this door locked.
What the fuck?
Mademoiselle Justine, are you down there? Is everything all right?
Of course, Clarice, I'm quite all right. Is everything ready for tonight?
Yes, the goose is ready any minute now. The guests should be arriving within the hour. Did I hear voices from downstairs?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, silly me.
Yes, silly Clarice.
That wasn't actually even that long. But that was Justine. Yeah, I saved everyone though, so great. This turned out to be Justine just psychologically testing herself, and apparently the fake out of the walls crushing me was apparently such a mental stress trip that it snapped Justine back into her psychotic self. Hey, that is a dark and messy story. So, from age 8, Justine's been a crazy bitch. She murdered her father at the age of like 8. His fortune. Set up these elaborate tests with all these people. I saved them all. Why is Gladys in the portal in the credits? The fuck? Okay, no wonder they made death final, because if you don't die, it's actually pretty short. But it's good. It's good. It's a very interesting, dark, and twisted story. I don't really want to go back to playing the fucking Amnesia Hard campaign because it's bullshit.
Every game is bullshit to you, honey.
Fuck you, that's not true.
I don't think I've ever heard you play a game without saying because it's bullshit.
Fuck you. Fuck you. How about that? Bitch. Ugh. What should I play now? Fuck. I know. Let us play the Killing Floor 2. That game is the fun. Actually, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna keep this stream short because I'm so fucking tired and loopy. So thanks to all who joined in to watch and all that fucking shit. I'm tired.